Jake Paul knocked Ben Askren out in the
I'm
first round.
actually so disappointed. It was like I said this to you when we found out. I said I'm not surprised, but I am disappointed.
Yeah, I mean, Jake Paul fought one of the worst boxers, one of the worst strikers in MMA history,
Yeah, yeah.
and he's gassed. Do you know what I
He's
mean? Like
well, I guess
he's
because
acting
he's
like,
gassed because he's an actual fighter.
but he's not an actual fighter.
He's, he
I'm
was
still not giving him the title of an actual fighter because he hasn't fought an active boxer yet.
well, no, I mean like Ben Askren. I think the reason why Jake Paul's gassed is because you can technically say Ben Askren's an actual fighter, and Jake Paul won. That's why he's gassed.
Yeah, but he's not an actual boxer, is he?
No, that's true. That's true.
Like Ben Askren does not have any is not a good boxer.
No.
So he's fought a non-boxer who's been retired and had a hip replacement like
Mm.
8 months ago.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, some. Yeah. So, what do you think? Do you think it was rigged? Because loads of people saying it was rigged.
I don't think it was.
I don't know.
Like there's a lot of stuff to suggest it was.
Yeah.
Like obviously there's like,
Inconveniences.
well, yeah, and there's also, have you seen that footage of Ben walking off just after, and he's like
Happy
smiling
and
and
yeah.
laughing,
Yeah.
and it's like, hold up, you've just got knocked out by a fucking YouTuber, and
Yeah.
you're off laughing with your wife. It's like
And
it's a
the
bit
wife's
petty.
laughing as well.
Yeah, it's because she knows she's gonna get a new Chanel bag.
You know.
Like he got like he made like, I think he made like a mil or something for that fight,
Yeah, of course he did. Yeah.
which is like 4 times what he made for his last fight in the UFC.
Yeah, he's definitely gassed. I mean, I think what was it? I was talking to one of my mates about it, and he said, yeah, it was definitely rigged. And I thought, well, I don't think it is. Or I don't think it is because that punch looked way too real. But then again, I guess you could say, Ben's taken hits before. He probably knows what to expect, and he doesn't care.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a weird thing
Yeah,
because I've seen that footage of Ben getting his head clarted in by like people that are way better than Jake, and he hasn't flinched, and then he gets hit with an overhand right. It's not even an overhand right; it was more of a straight right than anything.
mm.
And he's down. But and like thing is, like the ref, it was a good call by the ref because Ben got up and he was like wobbling
Wobbling.
and
Yeah.
he looked
But
fucked.
saying that actually as well, I saw someone on YouTube. YouTube's to take it with a pinch of salt, but nonetheless, I saw someone say like he over exaggerated it.
What, the wobbling?
Yeah, the wobbling. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's the other thing people are saying as to why it was rigged. Ben gets paid to, drop his guard.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
at a certain point, Jake sees it. He throws that punch. He goes down, gets knocked out, but not actually knocked out. Gets up and wobbles
Gets
about, so the ref calls it.
gets a meal in return.
Yeah, because I mean his base purse was like 500 grand, and then they also get some of the pay-per-view sales.
Right. Yeah. And I doubt there was
Um,
going to loads of pay-per-views for this one.
no, Lewis, the pay-per-view sales were huge.
Oh wow.
It is in one of the it is the 10th most sold pay-per-view fight ever.
Jesus. Well, that's quite interesting. I would never
Um,
guess that.
let me see if I can find the stats
Bloody hell.
um
I mean,
of that, like of the yeah.
yeah. I mean, honestly, I am disappointed. I am so disappointed.
I am. Apparently, um, Jake's next fight is Tommy Fury.
Oh, is that fucking that Love Island guy?
Yeah, he's on Love Island. Tyson Fury's like little brother or something.
Oh well, he ain't gonna win.
I didn't even hear that. You
I'm
you
just
just cut out then.
predicting it now. He ain't gonna win. Sorry, yeah,
Oh no no
he
no
ain't
no!
gonna
Tommy
win.
Fury's a professional boxer. Tommy Fury's been boxing longer than Jake has.
I
He
mean,
went through.
don't care.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Tommy Fury, and he's British. Come on, back the British boy.
I'm sorry, dude, but I also backed
Um,
Deji the first time ever he fucking fought Jake Paul.
I don't care. I'm gonna back everyone who fights Jake Paul.
That's true. Yeah, no, I think the whole internet is.
Um, all right, no, listen to this. Right, these are the top
Oh
10
god.
all-time boxing pay-per-view. You have Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao with 4.6 million. Floyd Mayweather versus Conor
That was
McGregor
a really
with
big fight as well.
4.3 million.
Yeah, that was a big fight.
Yeah, Oscar De La Hoya versus Floyd Mayweather with 2.4
Right.
million.
Mm.
Floyd Mayweather versus Canelo Alvarez with 2.2 million.
Mm.
Evander Holyfield versus Mike Tyson. I think that's their rematch
Right.
with 1.9. 1.99 million.
Right.
Lennox Lewis versus Mike Tyson with 1.97 million.
Righto.
Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. with 1.6 mil.
Oh, okay.
Mike Tyson versus Evander Holyfield, the first fight, with 1.59 mil.
Mm.
Mike Tyson versus Pete McNeely, I think is his name,
Right.
with 1.55 million. And now tied for 10th place is Floyd Mayweather versus Miguel Cotto with 1.5 mil, and Jake Paul versus Ben Askren also sold 1.5 million.
Oh wow. Hmm.
It's fucking crazy that those numbers can get pulled in
Yeah.
um,
Jake
by
Paul
a
don't.
fucking YouTuber.
Jake Paul don't deserve it. I'm just gonna fucking say it.
He
He don't.
doesn't,
He doesn't
but
deserve any money. He doesn't deserve any fame.
no, he doesn't. But because he's got the fame now, people are going to watch these fights
That's true.
because they want to see him lose. People
But
are going to
yeah,
buy the fights just to see him lose.
exactly. Do you think like there is like some shady dealings going on because so many people watch Jake Paul to lose. Everyone bets on Jake Paul losing, and then somehow I'm going into conspiracy theory, but somehow like someone rigs it, and then everyone the people who want the money get the money, and people who vote betted lose all their money.
Yeah.
I definitely
So,
that must be something like that.
so I can't find out how true this is. I'm trying to find it out now.
So
I
pinch yourself then.
so right. Sorry, I'm trying to find out. For some reason, I had a feeling that Jake Paul owns part of Triller.
I don't know what Triller is.
So Triller is the company is a social media app, but it's also the company that put on the fight.
Right.
Um, son or own. I think he may own part shares or something. I'm not. I can't. Can't really find out how
Well,
true
it
this is
went
right
either
now.
way. If Jake Paul's in beds or like Jake Paul like owns or is the CEO or whatever any company he has, um, you know it's shady as fuck already.
Well, exactly. I'm not necessarily like saying Jake does everything shady, but I mean he kind of has done.
Yeah, he has done
Um,
like all the scams that he's done to his YouTube following. All of them. They are all
exactly.
scams. They are all literally
Yeah,
scams.
yeah, yeah. Um, but basically, it's one of those things that if Jake Paul owns kind of part of this company, he's gonna fucking see um he's gonna see the fights go his way.
Exactly, yeah. And I mean, obviously conspiracy theory level, but I definitely think that's what's happened. And Ben got promised to get split the share. If it's all true, if it's all true.
I don't know. I do think it's thing is, at the end of the day, that was a good punch to put Ben down. I can't
Yeah.
deny that.
No, yeah, it's
I
true.
can't deny that he threw a good,
But but Ben's
good
taken
punch.
more.
Well, that's what makes it so strange because Ben has taken much harder punches and Ben's taken so much more in the ring than that, which is why I think
Or then
so many
again,
people are questioning the authenticity
yeah.
of the
Or then
knockout.
again, it might have just been like the right angle. If you get what I mean.
I mean, yeah, but also saying that we're saying, oh, Ben's taken so much more. Why couldn't he take this? He's taken so much more after that Jorge Masvidal knockout,
Mm.
which was
Yeah,
the
exactly,
fastest UFC knockout. What
exactly.
if his jaw is fucked?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, literally, sometimes to get knocked out, you just have to hit someone at the right angle.
Yeah, exactly. So he's been out of the game for over a year now. He had one of the fastest and probably the worst knockout of UFC history.
Mm.
What if his chin is just fucked now and he just can't hack taking these punches
You can't
anymore?
hack
So
it
when he
anymore.
gets
Yeah.
hit
I mean, honestly,
with a good right hand,
Yeah. I mean, Ben's definitely How do I put it? the lowest of the bunch, if you get what I mean.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah. I got nothing else to
Yeah.
say really. Just I'm so disappointed. I'm so disappointed.
Yeah, I mean, so many people were disappointed with that pay-per-view as well.
Mm,
Um, there were so many like artists performing on there,
yeah, and then
and it's so weird
within
for like these
within
artists.
within 2 minutes it was over.
Yeah, I mean, people pay £50.
No,
It was
that's
like
not worth it.
$50, I think it
It's
was,
definitely not worth it.
and the fight ends up being over in 2 minutes, and all they've seen is a bunch of performers. You know,
Mm,
they see. I think on there Doja Cat there, Justin Bieber was there,
mm,
and the guy. So Emmy-winning filmmaker and Triller Fight Club show director Burt Marcus
never heard of
said, "This isn't sports; it's entertainment that has sports."
it. Yeah, I can see his point.
I can see his point, but I think they're marketing this wrong.
Mm,
Because the marketing for this fight was, it's a fight, here's a sporting event, and most of it was people performing songs.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean that fucked up, obviously.